and a peek ahead at that all-important 5-day. Right now, back to Tim and Dave.
Thanks, David. Coming up, but the Major League owners waste no time in appointing a temporary commissioner. Bryan will be along to join us with that story and all of the rest of the day's sporting news.
We'll be back with an important warning for Mount Hood hikers. And still ahead, the vice president changes his mind on family values? Nah.
From our roots in the great Northwest, Smith's Home Furnishings has become the fastest growing home furnishings retailer in America. The reason for our success is simple. Smith's people really care. From our Wilsonville headquarters to our 12 stores in Oregon, Washington, and Idaho, you'll find people who take pride in what they do, giving their best each day. That's the way we work here in the Northwest, and why we can say it really is true. Nobody cares like Smith's. We know you want to buy from people who care, and nobody cares like Smith's Home Furnishings.
Thursday night on TV 12, Clint Eastwood is at it again.
Don't ever point a gun at me, understand? Not even a twig.
He's making new plans.
There's a wall right behind the blackboard. $500,000 worth.
And he's making new friends, using the methods only he knows best. Clint Eastwood and Jeff Bridges are Thunderbolt and Lightfoot, Thursday night at 8 on KPTV 12.
Hikers are warned to stay off some Mount Hood trails after a cougar stalked 2 people. The hikers escaped unharmed after another group of people scared away the mountain lion. Sharon Holland talked to wildlife experts today who say humans may be threatened more as Oregon's cougar population grows.
2 people hiking on Mount Hood told forestry officials a cougar stalked them for nearly 4 miles.
They turned around and saw him on the trail, and, they scared him, he scared them. I think everybody just got a little over-anxious.
Forestry official Barbara Cott doubts the cougar was going to attack the hikers. She believes the animal was protecting his territory.
We know we have a dead deer carcass up there in the woods that the cougar is probably protecting. And cougars are just inquisitive animals. They'll follow people through the woods and people don't even know they're being followed.
Cott says the hikers probably would not have walked out of the woods alive if the animal had attacked. These caged mountain lions may look docile, but in the wilderness, cougars have attacked humans, though there have been no such reports in Oregon in recent years. As a precaution, forestry officials will keep hikers away from the cougars area for about 2 weeks. Only a small portion of the trail near Ramona Falls is actually closed. The rest has been rerouted. Forestry officials made the decision after the deer kill was spotted up there this past weekend. No other hikers have reported seeing the cougar. If that does happen, wildlife experts say there are some ways that might help survive the encounter.
Making loud noises, picking up rocks or sticks and throwing them, something to protect yourself. But, if a cougar is intent on attacking you, you better fight back. But no, I wouldn't say you have much chance against a cougar unless you have, a weapon.
Cott says don't run. The cougar may think you're prey. Forestry officials don't plan to trap this cougar. Sharon Holland, the 10 o'clock news.
Singer Carole King joined environmental activists in Washington, D.C. today for the introduction of a new wilderness bill in Congress. King says she believes it's not too late to save our forest land. The bill, introduced by Pennsylvania Congressman Peter Kosmeier, would ban logging across 13 million acres in 5 western states, from eastern Oregon to Wyoming. The bill would establish a 3 million acre national park on the Oregon-Idaho border. Singer Carole King has a ranch in Idaho. Well, the sale of some trees that are apparently beyond saving should be wrapped up quickly, thanks to President Bush. He has ordered federal agencies to speed the sale of dead or dying timber on government-owned lands here in the Northwest. Also, a more controversial timber sale involving Oregon's biggest stand of old-growth ponderosa pine is off again, at least temporarily.
A Portland drive to collect clothing and household supplies for the victims of Hurricane Andrew is over tonight, and according to organizers, it was enormously successful. In just 10 days, Quality Moving and Storage of Tigard collected 10 truckloads of goods including new clothes, cases of diapers and baby food, towels, dishes, and furniture. Organizer Bev Wells says members of the Oregon Truckers Association have volunteered to drive the goods to Dade County, Florida, where they'll be distributed by the Salvation Army.
But this is the last day, and we want to thank all the hundreds of volunteers who have come out here every day, some of them, and for the people who have donated the goods that they've donated. It's just been phenomenal.
Wells says individuals were responsible for most of the contributions.
Well, Michael Bryan joins us now with all the news is fit to print and speak of in the world of sports.
Yes, he did. They are partying in Milwaukee, so good for them. Robin Yount leaves them dancing in Milwaukee right now. And what's it like to follow a legend? Well, the successor to Ad Rutschman is finding out right now on the gridiron at Linfield College.
I like working in Gunderson for the fact that you have a steady work.
The money and the benefit and the people are really good here.
I like the fairness of Gunderson. They've always treated me really, really well.
You got a problem, they're right there to take care of it.
They seem real fair to their employees.
I like the people. I enjoy working with my boss.
They treat you as an individual here.
I like the money, the benefits. It's a good job.
Sturdy, but I like it.
Gunderson has been part of this community since 1919. Today we employ over 1,200 people building rail cars and ships and barges here in Portland, Oregon, and we build over 4,000 of them a year. The reason that we've been successful is because of our people. They produce a quality product, they care about their work. They work hard and the work is hard. So we just want to salute you today, Gunderson's workforce. Congratulations for a job well done.
Think about your daydreams, what you would do if you won $1 million out of the blue. Miracles can happen for you. Publishers Clearinghouse, the house where dreams come true.
Robin Yount is the toast of Milwaukee. Nobody seems to mind if the Brewers lost because Yount is now the 17th player to reach 3,000 career hits. Yount has been quietly consistent his entire career, but now he's in a club which from top to bottom starts to read like this. Pete Rose, Ty Cobb, Hank Aaron, and Stan Musial. Yount reaching 3,000 in the bottom of the 7th tonight against Cleveland. Base hit to right field coming up here. Yount also got hits 1,000 and 2,000 against the Indians as well. The two-time MVP now tied with Hall of Famer Roberto Clemente at 3,000 career hits. Meantime, Toronto's David Cone doing what the Blue Jays want him to do, pitch shutout baseball. He gets some help from Kelly Gruber here. Nice catch by Gruber. Toronto shuts out Kansas City 1-0. And it's a lonely old night, as John Mellencamp might say, but Jose Canseco serves up something to keep the fans company. Canseco's second home run in 2 nights, a 3-run shot as Texas beats Boston. Cleveland over the Brewers 5-4. Cone is 2-1 with Toronto. New York beats Baltimore as Tartabull hits another home run. Minnesota beats Dave Fleming and the Mariners 6-2. Oakland has shut out California 3-0. Canseco has 3 hits for Texas, and Chicago's on a roll. The White Sox beat Detroit tonight. Atlanta's Tom Glavine trying to become the National League's first 20-game winner. Glavine on the mound. It's a rough night, but he gets lots of help from his friends. That was Biff Roberts drilling it to the wall, but Lonnie Smith and the relay take care of that second runner trying to score. He is out at the plate. Only 1 run in there. Glavine gets roughed up, but pitches well enough to win number 20. And Atlanta now leads the Reds by 8.5 games in the West. San Francisco and the Astros are tied in the 6th. The Padres and the Dodgers, it's L.A. leading in the 5th. Jeff King hits a grand slam to beat the Cubs. The Cardinals rout Montreal, and Curt Schilling hits the Mets. Major League owners will be reworking the powers of baseball's commissioner in the weeks and months ahead. And in the meantime, the Executive Council has named Brewers owner Bud Selig as chairman and essentially have given him the powers of commissioner.
Duties of the commissioner's office, and Bud has the authority 100% to act on the Executive Council's behalf.
C-League, though, says the council will be working as a body in deciding major issues. It's advantage Beavers tonight in the PCL North playoffs. David McCarty slamming 2 home runs. Mauro Gazzo gets the win. The Beavers taking Game 1 at Vancouver. It's a best-of-5 series. At the U.S. Open tonight, top seed Jim Courier has advanced. He takes care of Andre Agassi in 4 sets. Earlier today, 3rd seed Pete Sampras at the bottom of the screen makes a great run to save the point and win the point at the net. Look at this reach. He drops it in. And with the balance of a gymnast, Sampras stops just before touching the net. The 1990 U.S. Open champ beats Volkov in straight sets. On the ladies' side, meantime, 2nd seed Steffi Graf working on her swing. That's not a good sign in the midst of a quarterfinal match against Arantxa Sanchez Vicario. Graf just falls apart. Sanchez Vicario keeps the ball in play, and Graf keeps making mistakes. This will be the last one. 49 unforced errors. It's Sanchez Vicario winning in straight sets. Well, it is hard to follow a legend in sports. Just ask the next Blazer radio play-by-play announcer or anybody who has followed John Wooden at UCLA. Linfield's football program going through a similar transition after the retirement of longtime coach Ad Rutschman. Phil Cassidy profiles the new boss.
The glory days of Ad Rutschman will be hard to beat. There were 24 straight winning seasons and 3 national titles.
Let's go. Cal, quickly down at this end. Let's go.
47-year-old Ed Langsdorf is the man in charge now. He was an offensive assistant under the legendary Rutschman for 12 years.
Okay, let's go, man. Let's go. Let's bounce into this.
There's obviously some expectations that I feel, not by anybody outside, but just I kind of want things to continue.
I don't think he's going to replace him. He's just going to, you know, start a new program under his name, and I wouldn't want to be in his shoes, but he's got a great thing going right now, and I think no one could do a better job than he is right now.
Go. Right, move the feet. There you go. Do it again. Nice job.
Nothing really changes in terms of game plan for Linfield. The Wildcats will keep it wide open on offense, always looking for balance.
There will be a difference in coaching on game days here at Linfield College. Ad Rutschman used to direct his team from the press box. Ed Langsdorf will do all his work right here on the sidelines.
The approach to practice changes a little. The new head coach, it seems, has a longer fuse.
We were all real terrified of Coach Rutschman. If you made a mistake, you're pretty much scared about what he's going to do to you. But Coach Langsdorf's more lax, and he'll take you aside. If you do it once, it's okay. You do it twice, it's just like Coach Rutschman.
Linfield has the longest string of winning seasons of any college team ever. It's 37 going on 38. At least that's what the new head coach is hoping.
If we lose a bunch of games, that's going to be real. That's going to be real different. And I think that's probably the thing that drives me the most. I don't want that to happen.
In McMinnville, Phil Cassidy, the 10 o'clock sports.
Linfield will open with Pacific Lutheran September 19th at home. The Ukrainians are playing football, and tonight at Civic Stadium, they meet the Thunderbolts. The Scythians from Donetsk, Ukraine, are champions of their 12-team league. But tonight, the Scythians in the yellow are out of their league against the Bolts. But one day, down the road, a team from over there just might come to the States looking for a Super Bowl title. At least that's the dream.
So maybe in several years, when we become older and our young players will become older as well, they can play, and we will work as coaches. Then we shall come with them to the United States, and we shall show a good game here.
The Ukrainians may not be up to speed with the American game of football, but the term souvenir stand is much easier to understand. The first ever Ukrainian vendor at Civic Stadium tonight. And we now have proof that golfers are athletes. LPGA pro Laurel Keene with a nice catch in left field. Several of the LPGA golfers playing a little softball against the Portland Blues tonight. The golfers play a game just about every week on tour. And here's proof that those LPGA golfers are easily fooled. It's the old grapefruit ball, and Loretta Alderete is the victim. She just tears the cover right off it. It's a loss, though, for the golfers tonight. They've never beaten this Portland softball team. The Lady Pros in town for the Ping tournament. That gets underway Friday at Columbia Edgewater.
And what was the score in the Ukrainian game?
I believe it was 55-0 at last report.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But they made it up at the concession stand.
They did. They did big business at halftime.
Stacking dolls.
And Robin Yount hitting number 3,000. How many people in that
He's number 17, and he has about 1,200 to go, and he could catch Pete Rose. I don't think he's going to make it.
No,
yeah.
me neither. Thanks.
Fair.
Well, the candidates are coming. We'll be back with their Northwest travel plans in just a minute.
And both presidential hopefuls have